Hey guys, welcome back. Let's see, I'm currently in the Citadel. As you can see. Hey, big guy. Come on, it's fine, you can attack me. As long as you're okay with dying. But yeah, I do a lot of damage. Let's see. So the DLC will start being offered pretty soon. Now, what I've been doing with my runes is I've been kind of abusing a system in the game where if you hit a checkpoint, you can reload your game because checkpoints count as save points. So I'm kind of just save scumming to get what I want, because it can be very difficult to get what you want in this game as far as runes go. Wow, rude. Get Shrek'd. So I'm kind of trying my best to... Ow! What? It's a glitchy mess of a game. Like, I like it, but I hate it. Let's see. Magic Energy Shard. There's one. There should be two of them. There's the second one. Now, the game is kind of glitchy, as you just saw, though. So some of the stuff that I'm going to do, it's kind of funny because the DLC is actually very, very well optimized. So I haven't ever had any problems with the DLC itself. It's only ever the main game. But as you can see, this game's pretty easy if you know what you're doing. Which, you know, it's kind of sad that the game can be so pathetically easy sometimes. Need to toss that, follow up with that, and I'm safe. But, let's see. Doopa 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 doo. Get smacked. The reason I haven't healed, by the way, is because I know that my ability, my dim ring will heal me on its own, so I don't have any kind of worries. And funnily enough, this guy's weapon is the last will, and so I'll be doing, let's see, I'm on my way there. Damn right I did. But the dim hope is kind of the main basis of this build, because with it I basically don't have to worry about my the damage I take when clearing out areas. I can kind of just do it. Let's see, you. I'm gonna need what do you need? I'll check it out there. Now if I talk to him again, safe there now. Good. He just wants you to clear out his lab. If you've already done it, which it should be one of the first things you've done, then he just says thank you, and then you have to go kill or collect 4 Tyrant Hearts, which this is the will set I just collected. You just have to come in and break this wall using the shield break ability, and then you've got it. But I only use shields to get armor, which funnily enough I don't even use the armor. I kind of just collect it, because there's never going to be a set of the armor that I can use, because it's always going to be way too heavy. There. Whoops. Vitality. There. Now, I'm gonna head up here, and just in heading up here, I will, or I should be able to, this should be what is like the big thing that'll get me to there. this will be the big thing that basically gets me to finish this place up. I do this, head down here. But after I head down here, I just have to clear out this room right here. And it's an easy room to clear out. Really, the only thing important in this room is these chests, and you can get to these later. This guy right here is an important enemy. If you're not careful, you just won't be able to hurt him because of kind of how the game is optimized. The game has a tendency to make him a little bit have a bad case of being invincible. So, you know, you have to look out for stuff like that. There's one guy that's going to be hiding right there, waiting for you. Then, ow, there's going to be a new light set of armor right here. Depending on how you do things, or what class you start as. This is the Dimension set, which is very good. Where's the... Aha! It's a little bit heavier than what I last had. Obviously, it's new armor. But because of all the levels I've gotten, I can actually use it correctly. Now, before I continue on, just so I don't forget, I'm going to head back upstairs. Because... let's see. Let's do that, and then after all that, I'm going to head right here. There's the blacksmith, and now I don't want any of those, but... this has that in there. So, dimensions, let's put that in there, and now my dimensions armor is much better. So I'm doing what I can to kind of abuse the system of the system of my defensive stat. I'm kind of abusing it a little bit so that I can kind of do my best to, you know, not die. There's also going to be a mage right here who's going to be waiting for you. And he's going to use that, so just be careful. Don't hit him with any physical attacks. If you're going to hit him... Ah, crap. Ow. He does that, and following that, normally he stops his, like the high defense that he gains, he stops the ability that he has activated. So, if you want, what you can do is you can activate that, leave that there, run here, and then make your way over here, all the way to the door, kick this open, and this is going to be a set of medium armor. I think this is the Harmony set? No, it's the Blessing set. Okay. Now, there's going to be a switch right here that you can use to permanently open the door. And so the door will stay open. Now, if you want, you can use the Blessing set. You should be able to wear it. Let me just check really quick before I finish the statement. You cannot, actually. So, until you put more points into Harmony, Blessing, Dimensions, where is it? Until you put more points into other stats, you won't be able to use that. Now you've got to fight this guy, and he's a little bit stronger than the other ones, but mostly it's just the room, so just be careful. He has a little bit more health, so just be careful. And he's, you know, he's strong, but he's not, like, difficult. If I had used that a second later, he would have just murdered me, so just take into consideration that he is actually pretty strong.
He wants to speak to you. Anakin. Kaslo tells me you've been victorious against the Rogar Lords. It is a feat my own men have not managed.
I apologize. I had to let my pup out really quick. Not easy to kill. There we go. It requires patience. I was born to fight them. Things surely look better. There we go. To the god. Not what I meant to click on. Now I get a long dialogue option. Okay, now. Before I do anything else, let's see. That door has been opened up. I need to just remember for a second, because I'm going to leave through a different door. Yes. I've met them already. Here, take their tattoos. They're pretty easy to kill. And you get a free 1,000 experience for that. The Great Burden basically gives you like a bunch of extra poise, so to speak. Let's see. Trying to remember. I don't think I can go through any of these rooms quite yet. First, I have to open this door. You get the ability to open barriers up with your gauntlet. Now, it's pretty self-explanatory, the gauntlet, how it works, and it's pretty obvious when you can actually open it, because your gauntlet's blue, the doors are blue, you know, 2 and 2. So, just put those two together and then you should be fine. And then, so you come outside, everything looks fine. Now just come take a couple steps and skip cutscene, and here's the beast. Dodge. He's pretty easy. Dodge. Ow. Just don't let him hit you. To get his special weapon, also, you just have to avoid any poison he spits out. Ow. Dodge, run, and smack. Okay, now notice how I do a lot of damage? It's going to make this fight go extraordinarily quickly. Now, the only reason I had a little bit of trouble right then is because you can't let him get too close, because it just doesn't end well for you. So you just have to be a little bit on the careful side. Do that. Do a second one. And then if you can get him like this with a heavy weapon, then it just turns into kind of a spectacle of... Ow, I've never had him do that to me before. But it's fine because... Well, it's fine because he's gonna stomp, and while he stomps I can heal, and now I just won't lose because now I have full health. So do that. Now he goes into his poison mode. Now all you have to do is smack him once and he's dead. Now, if you do this in New Game Plus, it's much easier because killing him with the last will is just much faster. In fact, this took me like 20 seconds more because I didn't have any combos, and axes take up a lot of stamina to use. So when I get the last will, not only is it going to be a lighter weapon altogether, but it's going to be an easier weapon to use just because it's faster. It's quite a bit stronger, and I don't have to worry about the same problem of it takes up all my stamina to use it. Now if you go talk